All right, guys, as promised in the last video, I said I'd give you guys some tips that I personally used. So I know 100% this works. And I've been thinking a lot. I have you guys in the back of my mind. I mean, I want to provide you guys some value. I want to provide you guys some actual information that you can use and take action on, so that you can get the results. Before I do that, let me preface it by saying, for those who haven't watched the last video, which probably should go and do, but the reason for this is that I was talking about how there's such a big problem in the marketplace right now, and I feel your pain. If you go on Reddit, if you go on places, people are applying to jobs, people are getting laid off, you know, especially in places like the tech space and other spaces, as the industry and as technology improves and things like that, and people worried about AI taking over their jobs. And you go to a fast food place and you go to the drive-thru and you see, like, you literally have an AI chatbot that's taking your order and then inputting the results, without any human intervention. And so you're not even talking to a human sometimes when you go to some of these fast food chains. How much money is that going to save the business? Tens of millions of dollars easily per, like, small couple locations, because they don't need the workers anymore, right? So there's things like this. I mean, there's not to say that it's all bad, right? I mean, you can either have the victim mentality and be like, oh, I'm done for, or you can have the winner's mentality, which is what we have on this channel. Championship mentality, the winner's mentality, where we are solution finders. We find ways to make the best out of the situation. Not just make the best out of the situation, but thrive in the new situation, while others are out there having their victim mentality, right? So in this particular video, I want to focus on the championship mentality you need to have, the winner's mentality that you need to have, the thriving mentality you need to have, not just the surviving mentality, but the thriving mentality of how to land interviews when other people are struggling. What the results I'm getting, like I mentioned in the last video, that I had been getting, and I've mastered how to create that pipeline, if you will, for myself. I'm struggling to keep these people off my back. I'm getting so many phone calls and so many messages, so many emails every day. I'm getting so many requests for me wanting to work with people. I can't get these. I literally have to I just have to leave them on red, because I just don't have enough time. You know, this is a combination of interviews and everything else, right? I mean, for interviewing, specifically just for interviewing for employee positions, I don't have time to respond. Meanwhile, I see all the rest of my other bros out there in the world. They're not doing very good, man. 1,000 applications a day, multiple versions of the resumes, and every oh my god, what? So, like, I mean, like, I'm thinking about, like, what I've done as a result of that. Okay, because I don't want you to struggle like that. You don't need to. What I've come up with, okay, what I've actually done, because I'm thinking about you guys, is I've actually put my thoughts down on paper, so that I can give you guys some tips on some of the things within the current market, the current system, especially if you're in the tech industry and you're trying to, or you're in that whole space and you're trying to break in and you're trying to get some interviews going. Just if you could just get your face in front of some people, so you could just have the conversations. It's okay if they say no, but at least give you some interviews or something, so you can see what you can do from there. There are things you can do, okay? And I've written this down. And I'm going to give you guys some real value here right now, okay? I've written some things down. And one of the things that I want to tell you guys about, you guys may or may not be aware of this, but the old ways of making your resume, you still have to use your resume, okay? Let's get straight to the juice of it. You still have to use a resume. You're essentially selling yourself and the value that you bring to a company. Don't take this for granted. This is not a fluff words. You do have to. Your resume has to show, and it has to demonstrate that the value that you're going to bring to the company versus Tom, Dick, and Harry and Jessica and Samantha back there or next to you is going to be better than them. That you have more experience than them. That you have more tools in your tool belt. You know, there's a lot of competition out there. So getting your resume correct is critical. And how do you get your resume correct? This is probably one of the most important things that you need to understand. You need to know how to use words correctly, keywords correctly on your resume. Okay? Whether you already know this or not, I don't care. I'm telling you what works. Because I'm over here, leaving 100 messages unread every day, and you're out here struggling. So pay attention. Because I'm getting the results, you're not. So pay attention here. Let me break this down for you guys, okay? Hold up. Let me just get over here so I don't I want to properly give this to you guys, because this is ridiculous. It's what you guys are going through here, man. Let me read what I wrote here, okay? And I'll read what I wrote, and I'll elaborate on it as well. The traditional job search approach is fundamentally broken. You and we all know this, okay? While thousands of professionals, and specifically tech professionals, send out hundreds of applications only to face rejection or silence, a select few seem to land opportunities with ease. Is this not the case? A select few land opportunities with ease, while the majority of everyone else faces rejections or silence. This is not a coincidence. There is a right way and a wrong way of doing things. It's because you and I are playing different games. Okay? Most job seekers are focused on the visible job market. That's number one. Okay? The listings on the company websites, going on to LinkedIn and the major job boards and whatnot, and applying one by one, like painstakingly applying to each job. You guys spend thousands of countless hours tailoring the applications and tweaking the resumes and hoping for callbacks that rarely come. I used to do that too, man. I feel your pain. I feel your pain there. Meanwhile, a small percentage of savvy professionals bypass the entire system. I'm not going to operate off of that goofy ass broken system. I'm not operating off of that system that doesn't work. The system that worked 20 years ago. This is not 20 years ago. This is now. Focus on what's happening now and how to do things correctly now, based off of your environment. Be nimble. Be agile. Be able to mold yourself to the situation. Don't just be rigid. You got to be able to assess the situation and adjust yourself accordingly, or get left behind. It's your choice, right? So nowadays, what exists is something called an ATS. It's called the Applicant Tracking System. That's what that stands for. Okay, we'll get to that. So, going back to what I wrote here, we don't operate off of these preconceived systems. We figure out, we create our own systems, and we get, because we're trying to get results, man. We're not trying to play games. Okay, and that allows us to access opportunities before they're even posted. Before they even get posted, it's the tech savvy individuals who are already landing the offers and getting the positions and getting those interviews, and meanwhile you're out here wondering why you're getting ghosted and everything else. Okay, so this hidden game operates on different rules. Yes, it does operate on different rules, and it's not because we have like special whatever or connections or whatever. We just use our brain. Use your brain to understand the environment. And okay, so I don't want to go too hard on you guys. Let me give you guys the value here so you guys can actually start taking some proper actions here. It's a combination of things, okay? Relationships over resumes. You have to establish a network, and you have to get that going. What does that mean? That's a whole other video, okay? You have insider access over the applications. There's a process to that. You don't necessarily need to have the insider access. None of that's actionable. I understand that at this point. The strategic positioning over spray and pray submission tactics. That's what I want to focus on for you guys, with you guys right now. Okay? I want to focus on the strategic positioning over spray and pray submission tactics. It's a game where you use keywords to provide value to where you get placed above everyone else on everybody's radars out there. Okay? So this isn't a theoretical or advice or generic career advice that I'm giving you guys right now, okay? It's a field tested method. I've tested this, I'm getting the results. To the point, so much to the point to where I don't take any BS from anyone in any position in any company, any job. If I get let go, if anyone gives me any BS or anything like that, I'm out, dude. And not only am I out, I'm pretty much 300, 400, 500% confident that I will replace that position with another one within the next month, and even with an even better position. That's how confident I am in this approach. Okay, I've experienced it. I'm not worried about the stability. I'm not worried about getting fired, getting laid off, somebody calling your work and say, trying to badmouth you, calling you all these names and calling you, trying to defame you and saying you're convicted this and blah blah blah, doxing. I'm not worried about none of that, man. I can jump ship, go somewhere else. I can do whatever the heck I want with the systems that I've created for myself. I don't have any reliance or golden handcuffs or anything, and I have freedom to choose, freedom of choice. Okay, so this is what these kinds of approaches get you. Instead of being at one company and being a good boy or good girl, and just doing whatever you can to make sure you keep the higher ups happy. No, you don't have to do that. Okay, if you do things correctly. Okay, so the methodologies helped and I have used this to help other people as well. Land rules and without, mind you, here's the kicker: without submitting applications at all. Not only not submitting applications through the traditional channels. I don't have to submit applications at all. I'm not submitting resumes or applications or nothing, and I'm still getting more responses than you. I just want to get a pause in there just to let that sink in. Okay. Really? Okay. So let's get to it here. You have something called the ATS. I advise you to take a look at that. Okay, that's the applicant tracking system. What the applicant tracking system is what it does is it automatically filters out 75 to 80% of applications approximately before human eyes even ever see them. I make my resume and my stuff so good out there that my profile shows up as a top result. As soon as the people out there, the companies out there are looking for a so-and-so person that can do so-and-so in tech or whatever field, they get results back of the top applicants, without anyone having applied or anything. My profile shows up at the top for this. So who are they going to call? Are they going to call you, who are down at line number, row number 9,000? Or are they going to probably only call the top 20 people at the top there? And out of those top 20, they're going to interview them. And then the top 5 are going to go to the next interview. And then after the top 5, one of them gets the offer. Meanwhile, the last 800 and something thousand, 8,000 or whatever, only the top 20 people are going to get the calls. You got to fight for that top 20 spot. Ain't no one worried about the top 100 and top 200. And they're going to cycle through 20 people. They're going to interview them quickly, and they're going to move on to the next position. This is what the applicant tracking system is. It's no longer a one-on-one. Let's get to know you and stuff. There's so many people out there. You can't be doing it that way anymore, man. Recruiters and hiring managers, they're using automated systems now, and applicant tracking systems. One of those things, it automatically filters top candidates. The question so you shouldn't be worried about, okay, well, now that you know this, you shouldn't be worried about the other old approach. This is the approach that's being used. So now what your question needs to be is, how the heck do I get myself up there? Keywords. These systems use simplistic keyword matching and rigid filtering that frequently reject qualified candidates based on formatting issues, missing buzzwords, arbitrary criterias. Even perfectly qualified candidates, you might be better than those top 20 people that made it at the top of the search results. You might have more experience. You would probably be just blow them out the water with your experience and what you can do, but no one's going to interview you because your marketing skills are dookie. Your marketing skills are shit. Excuse my language. Okay? This is part of marketing. You got to learn how to market yourself in this new environment. It's not, you utilize this information, applicant tracking system. If for example, let me connect the dots for you guys here. If you have a job position that is, if you have a job position that is looking for someone with, like, I don't know, machine learning and Java and C Sharp and video gaming development experience, that's what they're going to have in the job description. So what the applicant tracking system is going to do is it's going to take the job description, keywords from the job description, and it's going to look for all those keywords in the profiles and the resumes and your resume that you have, right? If there is a 90% match, or the closer the match, the more matches there are between the job description's keywords and your resume's keywords, the higher up you're going to be on that list of priorities of candidates versus someone else. I hope you had a light bulb moment with this in terms of the applicant tracking system and how it works. Okay, this is a major piece of the puzzle for those out there who do not understand this. I'm giving you some these are real golden nuggets I'm giving you guys here. I hope you guys realize this. Okay, for those who don't see this video, good luck to them, because if you implement this, you're going to give people out there some serious competition. Okay, there's more to that, but let me just throw that out there for you. That I've written a lot of notes here. As you can see, I got all kinds of stuff, but I'm trying to be concise. I'm trying to improve my communication skills. Take that and run with it, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and tell your friends, or maybe don't, because you don't want them. You don't want to. This is the kind of stuff that gets you, that separates the winners from the people who are struggling and to survive, from the people who end up thriving. These kinds of techniques and tactics and thought processes and mentalities. You guys don't know how long it took some of us to figure this stuff out. I'm helping you cut the line. It's part of what coaching and mentoring does. So you don't know what you don't know until you know it. So go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.